The sudden and shocking suicide of Miss USA 2019 Chelsea Christ is leading to an important conversation about mental health. Eliezer Marte from Telemundo 47 here in New York City joins us now with a look at ending the stigma of seeking help for mental health issues within the Hispanic and Latinx communities. Eli, mental health issues are slowly coming out of the shadows in minority communities around this country now. What have you discovered about the Latin community in particular?
Aaron, we've learned that just because there are services available, that doesn't really mean they are accessible, and that there is a major need of having real and strong conversations about the importance of mental health and ending with the stigma that comes with getting service and help for a mental disorder, a stigma that is even higher within the Hispanic community that faces disparities in both access to and quality of treatment. Let's take a look at these statistics. According to the Alliance on Mental Health Services, more than half of Hispanic young adults ages 18 to 25 with a serious mental illness may not even get treated. And approximately 34% of Hispanic adults with mental illness receive treatment each year compared to the U.S. average of 45%. Now, if you ask yourself, what about the Latinxes? The Anxiety Depression Association of America states that only 20% with mental health issues talk to their doctors about their symptoms. And what makes it even worse is that only 10% look out for help from a mental health provider. Aaron.
I got to tell you, those numbers are kind of scary to realize that's the reality we're dealing with right now. You spoke to some mental health experts, too, for your story on Telemundo earlier this week. What did you learn from them?
Well, I spoke with psychiatrist and assistant clinical professor of psychiatry at Columbia University, New York Presbyterian, Dr. Fernando Taveras. He explained to me that even though mental disorders do not discriminate, most of the people affected are between the ages of 15 and 25. I also spoke with Giancarlos Osorio, a licensed clinical social worker with more than 15 years of experience. In 2019, he opened up his own clinic here in Queens, New York, with just 40 people. Now, he has more than 400 patients. His motivation behind all this, he battled with a mental disorder himself and attempted suicide 3 times. Let's take a look.
My first 2, I was between 15 and 16. I tried to jump from the river. Second time, it was almost like 8 months later. I said to myself, the first time I chickened out, so let me get drunk. Let me drink as much alcohol as I can. And my rationale was, if I'm too drunk, then perhaps I'm just gonna slip. I'm gonna lose my balance. So therefore I didn't jump. Then the last part was, when I was 29, I think I was in my grad school in Stony Brook. And I remember just going to one of a liquor store and buying all the liquor that I could get, mixing it, and going to my basement, drinking it, with hope of just getting intoxicated and never wake up again. All of those episodes that I was having, it was really because I was bipolar, type 1. So I was really going through manic episodes, which I had no idea.
And you mentioned something important. It took you couple of years to get help. Now, your clinic is located in Jackson Heights, Queens. It's a highly Hispanic populated area. Your patients, when they tell you, I wanted to get help before, but I didn't, why are they prolonging?
They wait so many years. It's the stigma. It's the fact that they're going to feel judged, feel like, oh, you're too weak, you couldn't deal with these things on your own. You're crazy. We don't talk about our dirty laundry in our house.
Osorio, he opened up his clinic, as I mentioned, in 2019. And one of the main reasons as well is because he found there is a major need within Hispanic communities of getting help and talking about the stigma that comes with mental health.